Oh, I tell you what, friends, I love hanging out with you here on my channel, Alive Again 420 on YouTube and on the WeTube. And of course, I'll have special bonus features on TikTok. So be looking for me, Greenweaver, everywhere on Alive Again 420 and my website, aliveagain420.com, is where you can read my story, my world famous, tragic story of redemption known as Alive Again 420's Decade of Destruction. The full title is actually Decade of Destruction, a dozen years of demise, 15 years of misery. And it's a true recounting of what's happened to me over the last 15 years, basically, and how the last, about 10 years of it, super, super destructive to my well being, to my happiness, to every aspect of my being. My mental health, my physical health, my emotional health, my spiritual health, my sexual well being, my financial health, my 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 entire future, my credit, my living situation, my comfort, my security, my family. So much stolen from me and taken away from me for bullshit reasons too. For example, my whole life I've looked after my brother Zane, who I love very much. And you know what? I have family and friends. Thank God for family and friends. My cousins Margaret, Patty, and Terry. I miss you guys, by the way, and I talk about you guys a lot on my channel. As a matter of fact, everybody I'm going to mention in the next 1 minute or so, just know that I talk about you guys a lot, a lot, a lot. And, um, I just want to thank, and I just want you to know that you're part of my journey, and you're part of what's giving me strength to not kill myself. And I even hate to even suggest that I would think about that for half a second, because the old me would have never thought about it for a billionth of a second. I was so anti-suicide, with the one exception, and I will always feel this way. If someone is terminally ill and they're in a lot of pain and they're suffering, and there's really no hope for them to ever recover from their suffering and their pain, that there's nothing more cruel than letting that person continue to suffer. You know, that's insane. I mean, I've been through a lot of pain the last couple of years, especially. You know, and and all related to what the manufactured home park did to me, by the way, in my story Decade of Destruction, which you can find on my website, by the way. AliveAgain420.com is my website. On the homepage, you're going to find a pot cave. You're going to find a door to nowhere. And yeah. And you enter the door to nowhere. You enter the door to nowhere. And basically, you're going to end up nowhere. But I love the concept behind my door to nowhere, which is exclusively available on AliveAgain420.com, by the way. I said that sentence on one breath, and I actually was out of breath, like with like 7 words left. That's why I gotta relax. I gotta let the THC that I consumed a little while ago start to take effect, and I'm starting to feel the tingle just a little. But it would help if I took care of myself, and by taking care of myself, that includes doing some stretching, getting the cricks and cracks and grims and groans out of my system, out of my body, get some circulation going, get the circulation, get the blood flowing, do a little stoner yoga. I used to do all sorts of, kind of weird stoner yoga as a kid all the time and not even know I was doing stoner yoga. But stoner yoga is awesome, and I swear to you, I'm going to develop it, and I'm going to share it here on my channel known as Alive Again 420. I swear, coming soon. And remember, I'm on YouTube, I'm on the WeTube. Please subscribe to both of my channels, because you know what? The first 100 people to subscribe to both of my channels and send me an email to stayhigh at aliveagain420.com, letting me know that they're interested in participating in my world's greatest gift card contest, number one. And my very first gift card contest, my very first one is going to be a big one. I'm giving away $120 gift cards to 100 people all over the United States of America. And this is limited to people from the United States, so you have to be an American resident, a legal American resident, and you have to be an adult, 18 and up. Now, of course, cannabis is a 21 and up thing, but on this situation, the gift cards, I'm making them 18 and up, just in case, because there are going to be medical patients participating, I'm sure, in a lot of the stuff I do here on Alive Again 420, on my channel, YouTube channel, WeTube channel, TikTok channel, And finally, website aliveagain420.com. I'm Green Weaver. I'm 58 years old. I'm a part-time stoner from San Diego, California, who has only been consuming cannabis for, well, less than 3 years and only smoking it for about 2.5. I bought my first bong in August of 2018, and took me almost a month before I actually, well, it took more than a month before I actually finally broke it out, loaded it up, prepared it. I practiced on it for about a week before I actually smoked it. Um, and I, like by a week, I'm talking about like 1 minute a day, like for about 5 days in a row, just bubbling it because it was just fun. I had a new toy, and my first bong was a cheap ass, like a $25 glass bong, like a beaker bong, with a green lip on both the stem portion that holds the bowl and the mouthpiece. And um, uh, I didn't videotape that session, unfortunately, because I hadn't really even thought about doing a YouTube channel or a WeTube channel. I was familiar with WeTube, had been for several months, and I, of course, big fan of YouTube ever since the launch. And uh, it's just I never thought about doing a channel for even YouTube because I never had anything that I thought anyone would be interested in hearing about or